find the right moment. It is the night that brings me the moonlight. And though I know it's too late to call you, your shadow's always right by my side. Not all the tears I cry are made of sorrow, reflected pools that will never dry. My eyes will show the dawn of tomorrow. The truth will speak in the rain of light. Romance and miracles so hard to define. Invited by the moon in your eyes. I can see you there in every moment. As the day it's so bright and clear, kaleidoscopic turns in my heart that burns will show the way through the darkest night. The past remains present in the future. Time seems endless when you are near. Like a ticking clock, the twinkle of the stars, so hard to tell what is now and here. Romance in miracles so hard to define. Invited by the moon in your eyes. Like the sky begins on the horizon, the vision's clear but so far away. Right where our story's told, never to be old. Out of touch, but it's always there.
What is up?
Romance in miracles so hard to define. Invited by the moon in your eyes. It's in my dreams I find the right moment. Time seems endless when you are near. Like where a story's told, never to be old. Out of touch, but it's always there. The vision's far, but it's always clear. It is the miracles that we share.
There's something living inside of Antarctica, but I don't think it's alive anymore. If you need to leave a message carving in my door.
Hello everyone. You know what? I need to do a few things, but we can do this. Okay, that's good. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Oh, you know what? I don't think the poll is labeled correctly. Oh my god, I forgot to label what is what. I'm gonna restart the poll because the poll is Clown World right now. The so far, what is winning? What is winning this dumb poll that I made that didn't label anything? Yakuza 3 is leading. Because I'm gonna just uh complete the poll. I'm gonna just restart it. I'm gonna just can I edit it? Let's see. I should be able to edit it. I was doing it on the phone, guys. It's like really hard. So let's see. Neo was 1. Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. 1. Well, no, I'm gonna put in parentheses. 1. Then Yakuza 3. Oh my god. This is rough. Game stream today. What do you want to see? Neo, press 1. Yakuza 3. Yakuza 3 will be. Oh, what did I put 3 as? Yakuza 3. 2? No, 3. 3. Oh my god, this is rough. Bloodborne was 2, right? Yeah. 2. And then Persona. This is really, really getting on my nerves. 3 is 4. Okay. Done. Let's start the poll. Okay. Oh my god, I did it. Alright, so that's gonna be running today. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing gameplay stream today. I'm thinking about it, but if there's time, I'll do it today. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Whatever wins the poll will be the gameplay stream tomorrow if I don't do it today. Alright? Alright, does that sound good to you guys? Let me just tweet that we're live, dude. It's so lame. I did this as a video yesterday. So get this. I was doing this as a video. I recorded a video. It was 2 hours. I was like, oh man, I'm so proud of the video, man. And then I upload it. I get a few comments that are like, Theo does vids. Like they try to at me, and then someone said, "Am I the only one that doesn't hear the audio?" And I was like, what? I could have sworn I heard the audio, and as I'm doing it, OBS had it, showing like that. Oh, it's taking audio. It's taking audio, dude. So I was like, oh, okay. So it's recording the audio just fine. And then I listened to the video. There's no DSP audio. And that really pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck? I talked and it was working for me because I was hearing Phil. OBS was capturing it, but the file didn't have it. So I was like, so instead of just recording it again, it could just be another OBS glitch. It does that sometimes. Like, I know before, it used to constantly ignore that I had a mic for some reason. And I would say, "Oh, there's no mic. There's no mic, man." I was like, "What? There's a mic." It's clown world, guys. So it's a little bullshit, if you ask me. OBS needs to fix themselves before they wreck themselves. Bleh. Okay. Let me go to this. Alright. So I don't know why OBS does that to me. So hopefully you guys hear the audio when I do the video today. I can only hope you guys can hear DSP. Okay? So there you go. Oh, by the way, Raphael, since you're here, buddy, I sent you an email about your commission. I'm gonna just ask you there. Email me the tattoo for your character. I want to at least get like a good tryout putting the tattoo on your character's leg. I was trying to go off of the reference images you gave me, and I'm doing my best with it. But if you could give me a better image of the tattoo on the leg, whatever, that'll be great. Thank you in advance for that. I just want to let you know because I don't know how often you check your email. You just won't lose up my girl. No, I don't. No, man. I'm just asking. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get like Streamlabs open here. Let's see what's winning the poll so far. Wow, Bloodborne's winning so far. All right. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Let's get started with the DSP video. Wait a second. Let me just move this closer. We gotta get the viewer canvas in position, guys. We gotta get the good. You gotta see the goods, dude. Nah. All right.
You think if I never mentioned trolls, this never would have happened? I don't know, dude. Everyone knows.
Can you hear Phil?
Hindsight. Oh god, oh shit.
Can you hear that? Did you guys hear that the hindsight part and all that? Or was there no audio? Okay, good. Ooh. Okay, hopefully it holds up, dude.
Cody Carlson, do you think if I never mentioned trolls, this never would have happened? I don't know, dude. Everyone knows. That hindsight. Oh god, oh shit. Is he coming for me?
Hindsight's what? 50-50?
Who knows? This whole wild
who
thing
knows?
with trolls harassing the fuck out of me started with a viral movement called "This Is How You Don't Play." If you really look at the situation, right? Other people.
Look at this. It started. I love that he keeps giving us the meme that this is how you don't play some viral movement. It's a movement, guys. This is how you don't play is a movement. Still,
have trolls on their ass all the time. Usually the reason this happened is because of like repeated rampant bad behavior. Like you can look at other people who have trolls on their ass all the time. Usually the reason this happened is because of like repeated rampant bad behavior.
Now DSP like has this weird mentality of trolling, thinking that it's like trolling has like some kind of use or whatever. Like he thinks that people go after him because he's an asshole. I mean, at now that's kind of what's going on. People are trolling him because he's an asshole, but at the beginning, people were trolling him because it's the internet. People troll anyone. Everyone trolls everyone. And it only gets worse if you fuel it. If you fuel the trolls. Like, this is like a boomer. Like, those boomer articles when 4chan, when the news started trying to talk about 4chan. Guys, there's 4chan going on now. We're told that when people are trolling you guys, apparently, okay, the news says to, ignore the trolls. Which is, kind of funny in this case, because it seems that, out-of-touch boomers know more about how to respond to trolls than DSP, who has a business on the internet. Amazing.
Like, you can look at other people. I'm not going to name names.
Not gonna name
who we're
names.
talking about, okay?
We know who you're talking about. Bad Bunny, Wings of Redemption, LTG. Who are you talking about?
But they've done ridiculous things. Blatantly lied to and cheated their audiences.
Who?
With documented evidence of...
Documented evidence of what? Who are these people? And what if they're out? What if out of context? Now, this is nonsense coming from DSP, because he slams fucking Bad Bunny. Oh, yeah, see Bad Bunny? She like demands money. What if she has debts, Phil? What if Bad Bunny has bills to pay and she really needs money? Isn't it like her job to be a streamer? Maybe she wants $5 subs because, like, it's her job, man. She needs that money to pay her bills. But no. She is a beggar, unlike Phil. But he really needs her tips right now, guys.
Sometimes even admitting it. Doing ridiculous, over-the-top, racist things.
Like what?
Raging and insulting against viewers regularly or players on the internet regularly. You know what?
Dude, that's a moment of weakness. No, people like cite this to DSP when he asks it pretty much. He gives us the meme of, it was a moment of weakness. I'm only human. But when other people have a moment of weakness, oh, these guys are always assholes. Yeah, that's really fair, DSP.
You know what I mean? Like, you see, here's a montage of insanely bad behavior by these guys. Me, the reason that people hate me, or started hating me, is because my gameplay was unedited and I would not take it seriously.
People didn't hate him for this, though. Well, I mean, they'll be hating him for the non-editing stuff, but for not playing games, well, whatever, they probably were just like, this guy's an idiot. Oh my god, look how dumb he is, and just kind of laughing about it. They weren't like, oh, fuck this guy, he doesn't know how to use rations.
And instead, I would just make stupid, over-the-top, dumb jokes. And I pissed off the wrong people when it came to certain game devs, like Kojima, that I was insulting in my commentary.
Again, no one hated him for shitting on Kojima. They were just, like, kind of making fun of him for shitting on a developer for his mistakes. That's kind of what it was about. Like, oh my god, this guy is, like, shitting on Kojima when he doesn't know how to use rations on his own, etc. Like, it's ridiculous.
And it seemed like that became the reason. Let's make Phil the target of all of our ire by making these crazy, this is how you don't play videos that would go viral. And the videos went viral. These people got insane views and insane popularity after making these stupid montages. You know? It's like my situation is completely different.
Of course.
And I think the other people who are kind of in my position, it's very unique at this.
Of course, when he gets trolled, it's unique trolling, guys. This is a very unique position. No one has ever been trolled like this ever in their life. Now, the thing is that, like, Chris Chan was literally, like, trolled way before Phil. And I would kind of argue that I think Chris Chan kind of got it the worse than Phil. But no, Phil has to be the special boy of the evening.
At the same time, my whole existence is very unique on YouTube, and, you know, it's a fluke that it even happened. It wasn't anything that I had planned. It wasn't that I had worked on.
This is bullshit. This is such bullshit. That I didn't plan becoming a YouTuber. I never planned it. In the face reveal video, DSP literally told the viewers, well, hopefully I can make this a job, or whatever the fuck. You know, he pretty much said that. Like, oh, I want to make this my job, man. And then, in the Quarterman interview, he was telling, like, well, at the time when I was doing this, like, I couldn't monetize gameplay. I couldn't monetize that. So, I decided to do vlogs. He literally made vlogs to make money. And he wants to give us a little meme of, I didn't plan on making this my job. It just kind of happened, man. Is that why you didn't look for a job after you got laid off? Is that why you made the videos saying that you didn't have a job and you want to make this your job? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, come on, man.
For it just happened randomly as a result of me losing my job and having this underdog mentality and people.
Underdog mentality. Did he have the underdog mentality? Anyone can have that mentality. Donald Trump probably sees himself as a fucking underdog. Everyone can see themselves as an underdog. It means nothing.
Popularity at a time when it was possible for an original content creator like me just doing it randomly as a result of me losing my job and having this underdog mentality and people giving me popularity at a time when it was possible for an original content creator like me just doing like random commentary.
So wouldn't it be more of an underdog for people today doing videos and making that their job? Like, wouldn't that be more of an underdog than you, DSP? I mean, you literally had a popularity. You literally have like a bigger amount of whales and a little bit more viewers than I do. So like, wouldn't I be more of an underdog than you there, Phil? I agree.
Popular, today I would never be popular if I was just getting known today. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of the same.
If you were just getting known today, you would be popular, though. That's what getting... No, whatever.
Like, it was this unique, perfect storm situation where it wasn't like I was constantly doing things to bring up trolling. In fact, if you remember back then, I never brought up this is how you don't play, whatever.
Now, in my original video, I wanted to debunk this. Let's hear it again a little bit. We're gonna let him finish a little bit.
It wasn't like I was constantly doing things to bring up trolling. In fact, if you remember back then, I never brought up this is how you don't play, whatever. I completely ignored it. And people took it that me ignoring it was that I had no defense against any of the nasty things people would say about me. In reality, all it was I felt that if I addressed it, it would give it more power. It would give it...
Now, this is a complete fucking lie. I didn't address it for years.
And people
Look
took
at
it
this.
that I was constantly doing things. Perfect storm situation.
Hold up, I want to hear it again.
Where it wasn't like I was constantly doing things to bring up trolling. In fact, if you remember back then, I never brought up this is how you don't play, whatever. I completely ignored it. And people took it that me ignoring it was that I had no defense against any of the nasty things people would say about me. In reality, all it was I felt that if I addressed it, it would give it more power. It would give it like more...
This is what he does now, though. This is what he does now. He doesn't do this, like, then. And guess what? Guess what? Okay, let's take a look. This is how you don't play MGS2. Came out February 15th, 2013. Do you know when he addressed This is how you don't play? Does anyone want to take a wild guess? Shot in the dark. I'll take the first answer I see in stream chat. Type in a year or a number, or not a number, but type in like when you think he addressed it. Before April 1st of that year. Well, guess. Well. Okay, Stormlight, you're kind of wrong, but whatever. Ask the King, May 30th, 2013. Not even a year. Not even a year. And look at this.
Okay, because someone actually asked me about it. I said, all right, we're going to talk about it. So here we go. Get ready.
Get ready.
Pull your pants up, tie them on, real tight. Make sure that fucking your clothes.
Look how red his face is in this
question. All right. Here we go. Okay. Ahem. So this question is from Rage Racer 7. Rage Racer 7 asks, "Hey Phil, I just recently saw a YouTube video from a guy named Evil AJ 2010, where he pretty much made fun of you in almost every way possible, from you having a horrible attention span to you sucking at playing video games. Me being a fan of yours, seeing this video made me disgusted about how some people would make a 2.5."
Now look at this. Look at this. So not only was he incorrect with, I ignored it for years. I ignored it, man. I never brought up This Is How You Don't Play. Not only was he wrong about that, he was wrong about like the whole meme that he wants to push on us here is completely wrong. He was asked it in Ask the King. And even then, though, the funniest part about this was the question really literally wasn't just about this is how you don't play specifically. They were about, oh, how do you handle getting trolled? And he talks about this is how you don't play in this.
Half-hour-long video just to make fun of one person. I want to ask, do you get surrounded by this kind of hate quite often? If you do, what do you do about it? Do you just ignore it, or do you do something about it? And that's from Rage Racer 7 again.
Fucking Rage Racer.
Make sure my throat is nice and clear for my answer. If you don't know what Rage Racer is,
slammed the thermos.
There have been 2 people recently who took it upon themselves to go back into my archives.
2 people.
And to fully watch my Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 playthroughs from the HD remakes of those games last year. Actually, oops, I forgot to start my timer. There we go. And basically to make extremely long montage videos of the gameplay where they added their own personal like quirks and snippets and commentary, making fun of me. Okay?
Oh.
Now some people are like, oh, it should be an honor because these guys do it to all kinds of different YouTubers. It's an honor to be made fun of. Okay? Okay.
Little girl, you probably have seen this clip. The thing is that people, because in this video somewhere, this is the video where he mentions that the white coats have to get evil AJ. that's the part that everyone clipped. But look at this. People are like, oh, you should be honored that they made the video. Well, here's the thing. In reality,
fine. In that regard, if that's really how you want to take it, that's fine. But he's asking me, number one, do I actually come across this kind of hate all the time, and then how do you handle it? The first answer is, I just want people to look back at the history of myself on YouTube and now on Twitch. When I started out, I was a nobody. I had this stupid little camera. It wasn't even 8 games, making the thing that like I was that instead of just doing direct. They do it so that they winded person game. A single-player game. I didn't know there was a competition where every time that you play a video game, you're automatically entered into the who's the best at this game competition.
Look how he responded to it. He was super insecure about how he plays video games, but massive meme. I endured it for years. I ignored it, man.
Acknowledgement or whatever. So I ignored it for like
this. Like you listen to this and you would swear all this happened in like 2018, 2017, because that's when he was starting to brag about. I am gonna ignore the detractor memes. I don't listen to them. You know, we're not gonna give it any attention because that gives them power, man. But back then he always addressed it. Now this is just a massive meme on many levels. Now that I'm thinking about it more, because he told us in other videos that oh my god, that back then I always addressed trolling, man. I always did it. That was why people hated me, man. But now he's saying that he ignored it. Get the fuck out of here.
Years, I really didn't talk about all those negative videos. Was I felt that if I addressed it, it would give it more power. It would give it like more acknowledgement or whatever. So I ignored it for like years. I really didn't talk about all those negative videos and things about me until finally it got so bad that people were coming and attacking me, attacking my business.
Attacking me? Attacking my business? Hey Phil, for Ask the King, episode 33 of May 30th, 2013, part 2, can you answer this question? Let's see, what did he type in for this? How do you handle trolling? I just saw an Evil AJ video, Evil AJ 2010 video about MGS2. How do you handle trolling? They were attacking me! They were attacking me, man! Yeah, Phil, this sounds like an attack. We heard the question. What an attack. What an attack, man. Oh my god, he was like threatening Phil, man. That question that from Ridge Racer, or Rage Racer, or whatever the fuck, asking about this is how you don't play and trolling, he was threatening him, man. He probably sent him an email behind the scenes saying, if you don't answer my question, I'm gonna kill you, dude. Probably. And years, yeah, just a few months between those two things that happened. Years, man. Years.
Is this attacking my family? doing over-the-top crazy things to try to get my attention because I had ignored it for so many years.
This is a lie. This is literal. This is a blatant fucking lie, and it's retarded. It's retarded that he would lie about this. Oh my god.
Uncontrollably bad, and I had to start addressing it. Like, dude, this cannot continue.
He had to address it, except for the guy asked him and asked the king about it, and the question wasn't even about it. The question was just about how to handle trolling, and he talks about this how you don't play in it. And fun fact, the way I found that video, I went to Pig Go, big ups to Pig Go people, Dark Side Detective I think made this. All I had to type in was white coats. Literally all I had to type in. Scroll down, lo and behold, white coats come and get you. And it was this Ask the King video. Amazing. Pig Go debunked him, dude.
Can't have this continue the way it's going because it's hurting me, my life, my personal fucking life, my finances and everything are getting wrecked by.
Again, this was in 2013, during the year that it was the gravy train. He told us many times that, oh, back then I made a lot of money. I made a lot of money in 2013, but in 2015 was when his finances were fucked. So again, you listen to this and you think that his career started in 2015. This is like complete fucking bullshit he's trying to pass off.
People just being completely nasty to me who I don't know who they are. I don't know why they hate me,
I don't know why they hate me. He literally explained why he thinks that we hate him in this. That, oh, he didn't play MGS2 correctly.
And you have to be playing at an ultra high level to enjoy the game. That's not me. That's never been me. So from the day that I started my footage on YouTube, it's never been about that, okay? But there's some people who don't fucking get it. And there are some people who think that because I don't play games at a high level, that I don't deserve attention.
See, like, this is Clown World.
I just don't get it. And the thing is, there was never ever like a total consensus on the internet that I'm like a bad person or whatever. It always seems like there's a group of people.
There's not a consensus. Oh my god, guys, can you believe that multiple people have different opinions on DSP? Now, this guy has also slammed us for being like sheep. Oh, you guys are like sheep. The trolls are like sheep. They're hive minds. They all hate me for the same reason. Because they hype each other up. But here, he's like, they don't have a consensus, man. They don't think alike. Dude, it's almost like we're individual people, dude. Amazing.
Who just want to completely go over the top with negativity, but a lot of people like my stuff, or else why would I still be here? If no one liked my stuff, there's no way I would still be here.
Wait, you're telling me there's people who like DSP's content? That's insane, man. I wouldn't have guessed that. It's almost like people have different opinions and they have different tastes. This is like a baby discovering that there's like multiple flavors of ice cream. Well, man, there's like chocolate and vanilla. Wait, there's strawberry? Whoa! This guy, it's like he never, like, oh my god. It's like he doesn't know what an opinion is.
You know what I mean? So it's
you know
obvious that people like me and people like my content, and all that's happened is that this crazy viral thing that happened on YouTube as like a fluke exploded, and personally ended up hurting me in a hugely uncalculated way, to the point where now my life is all fucked up and I'm declaring bankruptcy and everything, It really sucks. Uncalculated way, to the point where now my crazy viral thing that happened on YouTube as like a fluke exploded, and personally ended up hurting me in a hugely uncalculated
Wait, what?
And all that's happened is that this crazy viral thing that happened I would still be here. You know what I mean? So it's obvious that people like me and people like my content, and all that's happened is that this crazy viral thing that happened on YouTube as like a fluke exploded, and personally ended up hurting me in a hugely uncalculated way, to the point where now my life is all fucked up and I'm declaring bankruptcy and everything, you know?
Yes, the trolls made him declare bankruptcy. They made him get 500K in debt, dude. Now, we can say, fine, fair enough. You know, the trolls, you know, wrecked his revenue in 2015 with the copyright strikes. Fine. We can agree to that, and we can say like, okay, you know what? Maybe like 1% of the onus is on the trolls that did that. But the thing is that when people lose a source of revenue, they don't open more credit cards. That's not the answer. That's not the go-to. Usually, people try to make their current revenue work for them. They get more jobs. They find other ways to make up for it. They don't open multiple credit cards like Phil did. And the other thing is that, like, for him, in 2015, he had a fucking Patreon, by the way. So he could have just pushed it onto the Patreon. The other thing he could have done was say, okay, guys, since these trolls have ruined my income, I'm going to have to change my business model completely. Now, if you want to do new game coverage, you guys are going to have to donate to my Patreon goal that's for new games to do for the business. But I'm just going to focus on what I have right now and make that work and run to Twitch and do all this stuff. If he hustled as much as he did in 2016, 2017 when he went from YouTube to Twitch, if he did that in 2015, that would have made more sense. What's going on here? Oh, okay. It's that. But, if he did that in 2015, he probably wouldn't be in the situation he's in, but instead he just stuck the course and then opened multiple credit cards. It's his fault that he's in the situation. Sure, you can blame the trolls every day, all day you want, but at the end of the day, it's your decision. It's your fault. Like, I could sit here and blame, I could find multiple things to blame for my personal fuck-ups. I can find things to blame. It's really easy, because it's babies do it. But I'm not gonna blame everything around me for what I did to myself. I mean, the decisions I made are the decisions of my own. I'm not gonna say like it's everyone's fault. It's this guy's fault over there. Down the street, that guy fucked me up. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Like, that's fucking stupid. You have to, like, take some responsibility and then just say, like, you know, look, sure, there's stuff in life that's unfair, that you can't predict, that ruins your life, and this and that, but, you know, what do you make out of it?
It really sucks.
Like, again, it's one thing when people are, like, trying to get out of a situation, and they're trying many things, and they're doing other stuff to get out of it. And it's another to just stick the course and just pout and cry about it.
You know? Huh. I don't even know what else to say, really. You know? Like, that's just it. Like, I don't really feel that there's anything that I definitively did that caused the trolling that's happened to me. I don't believe that. I don't think there was any one action.
There was not one action, but there's many actions for other streamers. But he needs a defining moment. He needs a moment that people are like, yeah, man, fuck Phil. Now, the other thing about this that's also Clown World is that he told us multiple times, back then, I was an asshole. I was terrible. I would be mean to people. I was being toxic. Now I'm totally different. That moment wasn't when people like started hating you. Was when you were being an asshole from your own account. Now the other thing is that like in this video, like we're just gonna just go to this. Look at this.
Have the white coats come get you because you have something wrong with you. Montage. Who would do that? Intent there. It's not something that's meant to be funny. And the fact that this guy made a 2.5-hour montage shows that, number one, he obviously didn't enjoy the playthrough, so why he watched the entire Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough, I have no idea. But then he took the time to actively download these videos illegally and make a montage, okay? A 2.5-hour montage, okay?
Whoa.
Who in their right mind would ever do that? And I'm being
Oh my god, you know what's funny about that? He made a 2.5-minute He made a 2-hour montage, man. The playthrough was longer than that. He crammed an entire playthrough into 2 hours. DSP. That's not really like crazy when you look at the grand scheme of the fucking playthrough.
Here, like if you're mentally stable, who would force themselves to watch an 8+ hour playthrough of something you don't like, then download all the videos to make a 2.5 hour hate montage? Who would do that? I mean, sure, there are people who do parodies, and people look at the Nostalgia Critic, made his living off of taking pop culture from the 80s and 90s and doing these videos where he makes fun of it, okay? And that's different. It's a 10-15 minute snippet versus 2.5 fucking hours. Like, you have to be mentally ill. And I'm
You have to be
being
mentally
serious.
ill.
This person, if you're watching this, you need help. You need to go check yourself in. Seriously, like, you need to have the white coats come get you because you have something wrong with you. A normal person would not.
Now, he doesn't think that maybe this is why people hate him. He has these like very toxic opinions on people who dislike him. Like, it's one thing to be like, yeah, this guy's an asshole, you know, fuck him, you know, he lost something, fuck that guy. Yeah. But instead, he goes out of his way to say that we're mentally ill. We need to go to the we need to go to an insane asylum. We need to get electroshock therapy. We need all this other fucking nonsense going on. But he's like, why do they hate me, man? I don't get it, man. I was like a cool boy. Okay, Phil.
One thing I said, I think that, yeah, early on, when people started making This Is How You Don't Play videos, that the reaction I had was I either want to completely ignore it or say it's bad.
You didn't ignore it, though.
I felt that these people were not laughing with me, they were laughing at me, and I was afraid that people would start to see me as a living
He should have just ignored it, but he didn't. He's a little bitch.
In reality, that's exactly what happened, right? That's literally exactly what happened. And I was afraid that people would start to see me as a living joke and that people wouldn't take me seriously and wouldn't want to watch my content anymore. In reality, that's exactly what happened, right?
It happened because he had that stupid response to it. You need to get the white coat to get you, man! You need help! Ah! That's why people take him as a joke. If he ignored it and went about his day, like, I don't think anyone would have seen him as a joke. I mean, they probably would either way, but it probably wouldn't have gotten so bad. But he does that, and then there's all this other stuff that was going on. Like, even back when I was starting to detract from him, like, I watched This I Don't Play of it, I was like, wow, this guy's an idiot. Look how he doesn't know how to use a ration, man. Wow. And probably I probably would have checked him out, you know, maybe if I was bored enough. But I was like, whatever, fine, this is pretty cool. And then I saw in the same forum I was in, the guy posted the hardcore gaming giveaway. And from that point, I was like, wow, this guy is a fucking sleazy asshole. To give fans empty game cases is fucking trash. And of course he would say, well, it was collectibles, man. Like, come on. Like, it's so obvious that you're taking advantage of, like, of having this trash and people wanting the trash. It's terrible. It's so shitty to do that. And, like, he changed it eventually, but it's still fucking bullshit. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that he just goes about his day not really caring about it.
That's literally exactly what happened. And so I was dead on right with my worries.
No, you weren't.
Happening.
You're wrong.
What, you know, in reality, I'm not sure. Oh, God, what's this?
In reality?
I found the new village. In reality, I'm not sure what I could have done differently. Because no matter what, these people were looking to get a rise out of me. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Alright, Junior Mint Cheers said you should find a balance of trolling so you can profit off of it. Brush them off and make sure you always read mine. See,
Junior Mint, you're a fucking idiot. He does that already. The Why Am I Toxic emote, all these emotes he has are fucking Tevin memes. You know, honestly, DSP should be giving Tevin some money for those emotes. You know, Tevin made a lot of those memes popular, dude. Come on. He should put Tevin on the payroll for it, dude.
That's what I mean, though. Like, if you 100% make your stream about accommodating the trolls, then your stream becomes toxic. And now
you're already accommodating the trolls. So many people have avoided getting banned because they have beautiful badges next to their name. You already accommodate them, Phil. You made an emote from a detractor meme. You accommodate the trolls. Ooh, excuse me.
And positive viewers. If you completely shirk off the trolls, right, and ignore them completely, now you leave yourself open to very easy trolling and people coming in and positive viewers. If you completely shirk off the trolls, right, and ignore them completely, now you leave yourself open to very easy trolling.
No. No, that's not how it works, because if you ignore it, people are going to get bored and move on. Like, that's kind of what's been happening to begin with. He has been playing such boring-ass fucking games that, like, no one really talks about it. Like, Dragon Killer doesn't really respond to his pre-streams anymore like he used to. I mean, come on. If you go to Dragon Killer's Twitter, like, right now, let's say, because it's like, you know, whatever about his pre-stream, you're not gonna see a lot of tweets about it because he doesn't really watch them as much as he used to. And not a lot of people watch it. Like I don't even like. What I used to do is I used to like listen to the pre-stream, do it like play Street Fighter V or some shit as this pre-stream's going, so I could kind of like just kind of listen to that as I'm doing like fucking Street Fighter matches. I don't even do that anymore. Half the time I'm streaming during it, so like. His streams are so boring that no one goes. Now he has these little occasions that he addresses trolling and he gets baited and all this other stuff that makes people interested and make videos like this. If he just ignores it, people are just gonna walk away. How is it easy trolling? I mean, yeah, if you don't ban the people, that's one thing, but he could just ban. Remember when he got banned from Twitch and he said, "Well, okay, guys, you know what this means? I would not be able to get banned. I'm just gonna ban." And that's what he was talking about. He was not going to address people that were going to get banned. He was just going to ban them and move on. But these little things never keep on. He never keeps it. He tells us every day, "Oh, I'm just gonna ban. I'm not gonna say anything and just ban them, and move on." But he doesn't do that because he has to address it because he's a little bitch. He's a little baby who wants the last word. He wants the last word so bad, and he cries about people wanting the last word of things. This guy, he did it to Sam Bridges. Oh, Sam Bridges keep responding. He just wants the last word, man. Oh my god. But that's what you do, Dark. All he's been doing is he wants the last word when he bans them, so they can't respond. That's what he wants to do, which is fucking childish. He's a fucking child.
And people coming in just to, oh man, we're going to get Phil's goat because he won't address us at all. We're really going to get him tonight. We're going to make it even worse for him and even worse for him. You see what I mean? So really, is there a perfect balance? I don't know.
I don't know. Yes, people want a balance of trolls and cool people. Oh my god. No one wants people who bait them to arguments because no one wants a stream where you're like just going back and forth with someone. That's why like when I stream and sometimes people bait me. And it sometimes happens. And I feel embarrassed because I spend times arguing or talking to one guy in chat, and it's like, you know, this is not good content of me just talking to one guy in chat specifically about something, and it's like no one wants to do that in a stream because like it's ridiculous. So they usually say like, look, respect the streamer and all this kind of stuff. They try it, and it's kind of like that kind of thing. But if someone's being an asshole in chat and people they're insulting people and all that, you just ban them or time them out. Like, come on.
That's not insanely hurtful to me or my viewing audience or my family. I'm okay with light trolling and memeing and stuff like that.
Wise.
But when it gets to the point where it's insanely negative and stuff, I can't have my whole stream be that. You know what I mean? Well, PW Dubs to me, Dollar says, thanks for being a great father figure to me. Dude, I'm not a father figure at all. I'm not a dad.
I'm not a dad. I'm not a father figure.
And certainly,
but he told us in another Minecraft video that he sees himself as, like, the stream chat's dad. Like, he told us, like, well, I don't have, like, now bear with me. Maybe, like, I don't have the urge to be a dad, because, like, you're like my kids, man. I wonder if I can find that. Let's type in bear with me.
internet presence. So bear with me for a minute here. Maybe because every day I get to talk with you guys publicly and share my opinions and let you know about stuff in my life and give you life experience stories and try to give you guys good advice based on mistakes and things that I've made in my life. Maybe I kind of feel somewhere in the back of my head that like I have helped people and passed on the knowledge that I have through my daily streams and through these videos that are immortalized forever on the internet. And because of that, maybe I don't worry about, man, I need to have a kid so I can pass all that knowledge on, because I already have, okay? Maybe I'm completely off base here, right? But maybe there's some people out there who they don't have a following like me.
This is ridiculous. By the way, I like how he changed his fucking face cam. Like, he moved it around. He doesn't have, like, a consistent spot for it.
Certainly, if anything, what you can do is you can look at what I've done in the last 11 plus years on the internet, and you can use this as a track record of what you should and shouldn't do.
I thought you were an average guy, though.
What makes him a good guy and makes him popular and makes him funny. This is what you should not do. You know, based off of all the mistakes that Phil's have made.
You can do that with anyone, though.
So
you don't really need Phil for that.
Right? You could do better than I did. At least you have me as a track record and a way to follow, to know what works and what doesn't on the internet. Because I didn't know any of this shit when I started. There was no track record of anyone being popular on the internet.
No track record of anyone being popular on the internet. It has nothing to do with that, though. It's called it's called not being an asshole. Like, there's like a point when people just like, hey, you know, that's why the way I treat people online and the way I talk to people, it's like, look, I don't need needless arguments. I don't need people yelling at me on Twitter. I mean, that used to happen to me a few times, but it's like, you know what? I don't need to sit there and argue over and over about, like, oh my god, guys. Oh. And it's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna relax. You know, I don't need the needless arguments all the time. I'm just gonna relax and chill. And you know what? It is what it is. And that's kind of what it is. Like, you just kind of have to not be an asshole. But DSP has always been an asshole. And he brags about it all the time.
And having experience doing what I was doing, I was one of the first guys doing it.
The first guys, dude.
Now I could go back and say, yeah, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. But that doesn't help me. That helps you to not do that same shit. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
Doing it. So now I could go back and say, yeah, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. But that doesn't help me. That helps you.
That doesn't help me. Yeah, it does. It can help you to become a better streamer, Phil. But he doesn't do that. He just says it's in the past, and he doesn't, like, the thing that DSP does all the time. I've been noticing is that he just says, "Oh, that was in the past. Today's different," and that's it. That's all he thinks about. He doesn't look at what he did in the past and even try to understand what he did, and say, yeah, I can see why people dislike me, and he doesn't even see a pattern. He doesn't see a pattern that maybe it's because he instigates arguments all the time. Maybe he should notice that he has been kind of trying to get the last word on things that he doesn't really need to be. You know, like, this is ridiculous. And he doesn't even do any introspection of himself current year. He doesn't look at what he does today and say, wait a second, this is kind of fucked up. He doesn't see that maybe begging for tips every day isn't going to really help him. No, can't do that. He needs money now, dude.
To not do that same shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't see myself as a father figure, but I certainly see myself as an example that you can live by to better yourself and your own life. And I hope that people do use that and don't make the same mistakes I do, dude. Steal the life insurance money? Continue on.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Keep talking.
Hello my children, I want you to look at what I have done over the 11 plus years on the internet, and you can use this as a track record of what you should or shouldn't do.
I agree, dude.
This is how you don't play life. Sounds good? Nuha. Thanks for the $2.50 tip and 1337. If you want a character on the viewer canvas, feel free to let me know in chat. It is what it is. It's up to you, man. Ball's in your court, dude.
Let's stop talking about negative shit. Let's stop talking about completely negative stuff.
I agree, Phil. Let's move on.
A lot of them are former fan viewers, like the video you made of people trying to send you voice invites on the Xbox 360. You would laugh and insult them. That was one thing I heard. Ow. Dude, that's complete horse shit.
What?
Fights on the Xbox 360, you would laugh and insult them. That was one thing I heard. Ow. Dude, that's complete horse shit.
How is that horse shit, though? Friendship ridicule happened, Phil. It's not horse shit. Now, no, I don't think he addresses it, but I know what he means. I think I know what DSP is gonna say. Well, back then it was like a joke, man. I wasn't being serious, but to the people who sent you the friend request, it probably wasn't a joke to them, Phil. Well, good now. Unless you wanna do drawing, don't wanna derail. Oh, that's fine. It is what it is, man.
Shit. Just saying.
I'm just saying the option is there. It's all good. It's all good, dude.
Stupidity. What I think it is I think sadly a lot of people are very impressionable.
Oh, this is good. This is good stuff.
I think that in the modern society, young people are very, very, very impressionable.
The young kids and their internets are very impressionable. The memes is corrupting the youth.
And it's very easy for them to fall in line with a common mentality or a common thought. That's what memes are at their core.
No, I hate this fucking lame ass thought process of what memes are. It's so lame. You think about memes? Memes are like what it is like it's like internet culture stuff that is like, what do you say?
Young people are very, very, very impressionable. And it's very easy for them to fall in line with a common mentality or a common thought.
Memes are a common mentality. That's what memes are, dude.
That's what memes are at their core when you really think about it.
Oh my god, right? I hate this fucking...
a common recognition of something that everyone recognizes and knows what it is. And then you can say, yeah, I know that meme. Ha ha ha, that's why it's funny. Not the meme itself isn't funny. The fact that you know the meme.
Oh my god, yes. Acknowledging the meme is the joke, not the meme itself. Oh my god, DSP, you sound so much like a fucking boomer. Oh my god.
And you can recognize it.
It's just referencing jokes. It's just referencing a joke. And he put so much stock into it. So much stock into fucking memes. It's so sad. It's sad that a guy pushing 40 puts so much thought into what memes are.
Acknowledge the meme is somehow like a funny thing, or you get a feeling of recognition out of it, right? So
yes, when we make a meme, we sit there, we're like, I know that meme. You know that meme? Oh shit, he knows the meme. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not it's nothing more than that. Was that poll for a game stream? Yeah, the poll is going to determine what I do either today or tomorrow. So vote wisely, my friends.
Just way too impressionable and fall into these weird circles of hate and circles of drama and circles of just stupid, immature shit. When a guy like me, I'm old enough that I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't ever want to have anything to do with that. But I get sucked in circles of drama and circles of out of it, right? So I think that some people are just way too impressionable and fall into these weird circles of hate and circles of drama and circles of just stupid, immature...
This isn't memes, though. Oh my god, he's combining like multiple things into what memes are. Drama and all that stuff aren't memes. It's just drama. It's just drama. Oh my god.
When a guy like me, I'm old enough that I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't ever want to have anything to do with that. But I get sucked in because that's what my viewers are doing. You see what I'm saying? Like,
now look how weak he is. My viewers do memes, so I have to do memes too. Dude, like, that's... If your stream chat did like fucking weed, would you smoke too? Like, come on.
Like, I'll give you a perfect example. There is a kid, and by the way, I'm not going to give you any names or anything specific or anything here, okay? I'm not going to...
Oh, here we go.
There was a kid who was a fan of mine.
Gamer J. Lee, by the way. No, he calls Gamer J. Lee a kid. Gamer J. Lee, when they first met, he was 19 years old. DSP was 28. You want to know how old Leanna was when they first met? 18. So... This literally does not help DSP's argument about how he's not a pedo. It doesn't help him at all. He's calling a person that's older than Leanna a kid, and he's like, I'm not a pedo, she was of legal age. Then maybe stop calling Gamer J Lee a kid, idiot.
Back in the day. And he actually met me in real life. We spent some time together. We hung out at one of the conventions that I had attended. And, you know, I signed some of his stuff. He was a really nice kid. Now, he was younger. I would say probably he was in his teens, maybe early 20s, but I think he was in
teens to early 20s. That's a huge fucking gap. And in my original take, I said something like, it sounds like he's giving like a report to a police officer that's so generic. Like it's like in Breaking Bad when they're trying to give the police like a generic profile so that they can't find the person who actually did something. So they say like, oh, the guy was like average height, like 5'4", 5'6". He's like he has a tattoo. He wears a blue shirt. Like such generic stuff so that the police can't find him. And that's kind of what DSP is doing. He's telling us that it's a kid in his teens to 20s. That's a huge gap. Oh.
In his teens when I met him. Okay? And really nice kid. I love your content. You know, I love everything you do on YouTube or whatever. Genuinely a fan and everything. Okay? Now, after that convention, that kid went home and said, you know, I'd like, you know, could I maybe moderate for you? And he actually moderated for me for a while and did some stuff, you know, as a volunteer for a little bit, which was very nice of him.
Look at that. So, this is exactly why DSP does not seek mods himself. This is why when every single one of his mods, they had to ask him to be mod. Like, hey man, can they be a mod? And they also are like whales too. They had, you know, they gave some money, so it kind of makes DSP feel happy to mod them. He does it so he can do this to you. So he can brag about how he was so nice to mod you, man. This guy, he was so nice. He asked to be mod. I the goodness of my heart decided to give him modship because he offered, man. He asked me. And then he betrayed me. Like that's why he does it. He does it so that he can always be a victim. It's to propagate the victim complex. That's why he does such dumb shit, and so he can just tell you, oh, well, I did it because it was a nice thing to do, and this guy took advantage of me, just so he could be a little baby about it.
Okay, out of his the kindness of his own heart or whatever. Okay, now. Years later, now let me give a premise here. I haven't heard from this kid in years. Basically, he was a mod of mine. He kind of vanished, disappeared for like over 2 years. I never heard a word of peep out of this kid.
A word of peep.
So I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's, you know, how he's doing or whatever. No clue, right? I don't know.
No, look how this guy just vanishes from his life. DSP does not talk to him. Doesn't say, "Hey man, what's going on?" Because he doesn't have time to talk to you. He's a big boy. You have to talk to him. In DSP's life, everyone has to contact him. He cannot contact you. That's impossible, dude. No way. He can't contact you. Are you insane? He can't even talk. He can barely talk to his parents. He can barely talk to his parents, dude.
All I know is that, you know, the only interaction I ever had with this guy was a very positive one at a convention years and years ago. Probably, I would say...
I mean, this guy is flexing like he thinks he's like a big star or something. Like... The thing that's crazy is that, like, oh my god, more people roll their eyes at me when I say this, but fucking, like, Mega64 has addressed me in chat multiple times. More than DSP talks to people who are in his chat. And I don't give Mega64 constant money nearly as much as, like, people who probably, like, sub to them on Twitch, etc. But, like, they talk to, like, oh my god, this is a great face. I gotta capture the moment, dude. And he acts as if he's like a big baller, dude. I can't talk to them. They have to talk to me.
At this point, thinking back, probably about 7-8 years ago. All right. So years later, all right, all of a sudden, I find out this kid hates my guts. Now, keep in mind, I haven't had any interaction.
Hates his guts. Now, Gamer J Lee did a stream to call this video out, and the one thing he... What? Greek, that which is intimate intimidated. Minema. Well, anyways. Is the stream dead? I don't know why. No, the stream's fine. I don't know why I think it's dead. It's like chat kind of stopped. It scared me, dude. Oh, fuck. I lost my train of thought. He hasn't talked to him.
Years later.
Oh, hates my gut. A Gamer Daily responds saying, I didn't hate him, I just wanted to leave. He left quietly, but now, Gamer Daily did not understand this. This is DSP's thought process. How he classifies hates his guts and all that kind of stuff is if you use him as an example to say that someone's bad, because he tagged DSP in a tweet saying, "Oh, J Station is the new DSP or whatever the fuck." Like he said something like that. It means to be intimidated. Like he said, oh, you know, J Station's the new DSP. DSP saw that, probably saw that as a bad thing because DSP saw that as a personal attack because he's using his name in a negative way, so he hates his guts now. Gamer Lee did not get that. He was making like an innocent joke, but DSP didn't get that. And Gamer Lee talked to Soma Julius Cruz. Big no. You cannot talk to other detractors, dude. Talk to one, you're done. You're done, dude. Only Das Bullshit can do that, okay? Das Bullshit is the only person allowed to talk to detractors. I mean, fucking Brian and Das Bullshit was on the SOK podcast, and he is slamming Gamer J. Lee for talking to Soma Julius Cruz. Okay.
Alright. All of a sudden, I find out this kid hates my guts. Now, keep in mind, I haven't had any interaction with this kid since I met him in person, and he offered later on to be a moderator for me, and he had been an on or off moderator for me. And then he disappeared. So we're talking 2-3 years later since I never heard from this kid. He apparently hates my guts. He talks about me on social media all the time, riffing on me, making fun of me, insulting me.
Made one tweet saying that J Station was the new DSP, and DSP, being the big boy that he is, thick-skinned and all, saw that as a negative, toxic tweet.
Family, and he's regular in detractor circles.
Brian and fucking Das Bullshit are more regulars of detractor circles than Gamer J. Lee. I didn't even know who the fuck Gamer J. Lee is. And he's like, he's a regular detractor circles. I never heard of the fucking guy. I heard of Das Bullshit. I heard about all these people in detractor circles because they were in detractor circles. Gamer J. Lee is like a nobody, and he's a regular detractor circles. He talks to Soma Julius Cruz. Is DSP insinuating that Soma Julius Cruz is a big detractor? I don't even think he made a new video recently. Let's check him out. Soma Julius Cruz. I don't know. Let's see. What is the latest video he did? Oh shit, he did do a latest video. Fuck. You know why I don't notice him? Because take a look at this. Take a look at this, guys. Where am I? He did not say channels you should check. He did not give me any shout outs. Fucking bullshit, dude. Oh man, yeah, he didn't give me. He gives Ante a shout, not me. Watch, he's like, he's not even sub to me, dude. It's fucking bullshit. See, guys, I'm putting my big dick on the table now. But anyways. So yeah, okay, so much Julius Cruz, you do content videos. My bad. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I was in the wrong there, buddy. But that's one detractor, and I don't think a lot of people even talk about Soma Julius Cruz as much. Like, I kind of didn't even know he well, I knew he existed because I watched some of his old videos, but I don't see a lot of people talking about him as compared to like Tevin, LSB. I see a little bit of myself, Dragon Killer, etc., etc. I mean, there's people that talk about the detractors. Sure, I mean, it's not like that's impossible for other detractors get noticed and all that shit, but like, come on.
And all that, and I'm like, so what happened? Because here's the thing: did I have anything to do with it? No. I don't even know what happened. I had lost contact with the kid. The kid had stopped coming to my stream, stopped watching my content. To my understanding, what he told me was that he wasn't going to be able to actively watch my stuff.
Wait, how did you talk to him? I thought you never heard a word from him. Now you talk to him. Oh, this sounds super honest.
Anymore because his life was getting very busy. Like he had personal stuff going on in his life. Something his parents had a store, and he was getting older, so his parents were telling him that they had to help him run the store.
This is a complete lie. GamerJLee told us that this never happened. He never told Phil about some store that he was working for, etc. This never happened. GamerJLee just left quietly. So who the fuck is he talking about? And I have a feeling that someone can mention, "Hey Phil, you're talking about GamerJLee, man, and he said that the story about the store didn't happen." Guaranteed DSP would meme us all and say, "It wasn't him, man, it was someone else. I was talking about someone else. I'm not gonna name names, but it wasn't GamerJLee, dude. That's a completely different person." This is gonna be a phantom person. I guarantee it's gonna turn into a phantom person.
And stuff like that. So, okay, I understand that. Not a big deal. I never asked that you be at every stream or every or
But this is just so that he could be a little sensitive victim baby boy. I gave him I understood. He said he was busy. I understood. So I let him free. Okay? I didn't ask much of him. But GamerJLee ran away. Did mention that he told Phil about, oh wow, whoops. But nothing about having to run it. He just worked at it. Oh. Okay. I didn't finish watching that stream, so I'm a little bit off on the GamerJLee stuff, but okay. Well, okay, never mind. I take that back. I know exactly what DSP is doing because he does this a few times. And now I can say it. Now I can say what he does. I mean, I said it before in other videos, but this guy dramatizes everything. Like, I mean, it's like that time that guy was going to interview him, and the guy was like, so like, oh wow, you have very dedicated haters, or whatever the fuck. And DSP said, the guy that was going to interview me said that my detractors are mentally ill and they're fucked in the head, man. And he kept saying that to the point where the reporter had to say, I never said that, here's what I said, and you know, put the transcript out, pretty much. He kind of showed that DSP lied and put words in his mouth. So, yet again, here we are, DSP, putting words in GamerJLee's mouth. And what's ironic about this is that this is coming from a guy that hates when people put words in his mouth. You're putting words in my mouth and I don't appreciate it. But he put words in everyone's mouths. He put the words in GamerJLee's mouth, saying that, oh, he had to work at the store, which wasn't true. But since he said, hey, Phil, I work at a store, that must be what it is. That must be why he couldn't moderate. So he put words in his mouth to dramatize and make himself like a victim. And he does it all the time to people. And he doesn't understand why people hate him for that. He dramatizes everything. So, like, when he tells you a story, you don't know how true it is. Like, this is what I mean. When he talks about, like, his debt and bankruptcy and all this kind of stuff, it's hard to take seriously. I mean, you could, now you kind of take some of that stuff seriously, I guess. But, like, DSP is the kind of guy that if he gets a paper cut, he's going to act as if he needs to go to the ER. Guys, I got a paper cut! I'm losing, it's like he goes on stream. Hi guys, hello everyone, I got a funny story to tell you guys, okay? So, like, I was putting some bills away, and, like, okay guys, I got a paper cut on my finger, but, like, a lot of blood came out, man. It was, like, a lot, it was, like, going all over the place. I had to, like, run around the house. I had to get, like, disinfectant, and, like, disinfect my paper cut, my wound, and, like, I had a wound, man, a paper wound, and I had to, like, disinfect it, I had to bandage it up, and, like, now I have to be, like, very careful how I move my finger, because my skin is torn open, and, like, now it's super sensitive, so, like, you gotta be patient with you guys, okay? It hurts a lot, and it's, like, a lot of blood, man, it was crazy, like, you should see Cat's face, she looked at me like I'm anemic or something, man, And he would do shit like that. I guarantee that would be what he would do.
Comments of every video or whatever. I never asked that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're busy with life, you don't have to moderate for me anymore. That's fine. And then, you know, not having contact with him for years and years. And then all of a sudden finding out now this guy hates my guts. Now this guy literally, you know, thinks he calls me a scumbag and all this. I'm like, now wait a minute. I haven't talked to you. Wait a minute. You have no reason to feel that way unless you just got caught up. You know, thinks he calls me a scumbag and all this. I'm like, now wait a minute. I haven't talked with you. You have no reason to feel that way.
Look at this. Okay. Now, DSP has put out so much content over the years. Lots of videos, a lot of vlogs, all this kind of stuff. And DSP does not think for a second, wait a second, Gamer J. Lee might be upset with something I said in a video. Maybe that's why he hates me. No. Of course not. In order for DSP to understand that why you hate him, you have to talk to him and you have to tell him to his face why you hate him now. And he has to agree with it. Otherwise, it's bullshit and you cannot disagree with him because he doesn't see it. He has to agree with why you hate him for him to understand it. Which is retarded. Because there are people who probably don't like my videos and they don't like who I like. I guarantee, like, I have a feeling there are some people who watch my old videos back in the day, and over time they probably like moved on or they probably stopped liking my videos, which is fine. I mean, they have their own reasons, and I'm sure they come to that conclusion on their own. They probably have their own reasons why they might not like my content anymore. Do I have to understand the reason? Wait a second, you didn't watch my videos at all, and now you're telling me you don't like my videos? What? Like, come on. Come on, this is retarded. Because, like, people can watch a video and say, I don't like this guy's opinion, this guy's going, like, insane, I can't watch his videos anymore. There's a lot of people that do that. They don't watch movies with actors that have opinions that they don't agree with anymore, etc., because it's their own prerogative. A lot of people have their own reasons to dislike things. But DSP, he has to understand it, and you have to tell him that why you hate him, and it has to be something that has to be between you and him personally, which is retarded to begin with.
Unless you just got caught up with so much crap and so much negativity about me on the internet. You used to actually genuinely watch my content and love it, right? And now, apparently you hate it. Like, what I didn't change. In fact, I didn't have no direct contact.
I didn't change, but he did change multiple times. He didn't stream for a while, then he started streaming again, maybe he didn't like the streams. He started being more negative to Nintendo over the years. He changed his opinion so many times, and at least from what I understand from Gamer J. Lee, because he mentioned this a few times in the stream, that he was also upset with Phil for what he said about the amiibos. Oh my god, I'm like, again, calling me when I'm doing a stream, dude. Fucking bullshit. But, it's fucking insane that, like, oh my god. I wish the video worked last night. That's such bullshit. But he complained about the amiibos and stuff like that. But DSP doesn't understand why anyone could just change their opinion on someone's content. It's so retarded. It's ridiculous.
Contact with this guy that he would just start hating on me. But it seems like that was a thing that happened with a lot of people. At one point, when it was popular to like Darkside Phil on YouTube, when Phil was the underdog, oh man, he's the independent content creator who, you know, strive to do things differently. He doesn't have sponsors. He doesn't have a team up with nobody. He's not on a team. He's not a professional. He just every day sits down like us and plays games and has fun. He's the genuine strive to do things differently. He doesn't have sponsors. Popular to like Darkside Phil on YouTube when Phil was the underdog guy that he would just start hating on me. But it seems like that was a thing that happened with a lot of people. At one point, when it was popular to like Darkside Phil on YouTube, when Phil was the underdog, oh man, he's the independent content creator who, you know, strive to do things differently. He doesn't have sponsors. He doesn't have sponsors. How does that make any sense? Because he did have sponsors. Are you fucking insane? Remember all those weird controllers he had that was like all sponsored and all that shit? How did he not have sponsors? He got specific controller face plates with his face on it, and the video was sponsored by that company.
and he's telling us that it wasn't sponsored. Okay.
Team up with nobody. He's not on a team. He's not a professional. He just every day sits down like us and plays games and has fun. He's the genuine guy sharing his gameplay experiences, and he's irreverent, and he's over the top with his commentary, and he does all this stuff. That's how I got popular on YouTube. I was like the underdog guy, and people always had my back. It's like all of a sudden, somehow it just mob mentality, right? This
independent with Machinima. Apparently Machinima isn't a sponsorship at all. They only gave him money for the videos, dude.
Kind of getting caught up in these viral movements. Now just hate on Phil. It's like, but why? Why really? And that's the mentality, right? This weird kind of getting caught up in these viral movements. Now just hate on Phil. It's like, but why? Why really? And that's the funny thing that I've always noticed is when you...
But he told us in other videos that there were a lot of reasons to hate Phil. And now he's telling us that there were no reasons.
Really ask people, why don't they like me? There's no quick consensus. It's the generic meme.
Of course. In order for us to dislike Phil, we need to have a quick consensus. We all need to agree on a reason to hate Phil. But I thought it was bad to be sheep, DSP. Remember when he used to complain how trolls were sheep and they all are a hive mind? But now that we have multiple opinions and differing opinions that we can form on our own, that's fucked up. That's wrong. We shouldn't have different opinions, guys. We should all have the same opinion.
Shit. Oh, he's a scammer. Oh, he did this horrible thing. He insults his fans. Like, but wait a minute. Can you actually call out like definitive segments of things that there's proof of what you're saying?
Now this is very special here. He says, "Oh, can you prove that?" Oh my god, I have to use the fucking bathroom really bad. I was trying to hold it in. As I go, I'll leave you with classic Phil, classic Dark. I'll be right back, guys.
I don't deserve views. I don't deserve to make money off of it.
And I have to put this away.
I'll
be right back.
Kind of like this upper echelon elitist people. Oh, well, Metal Gear Solid is a game that's a masterpiece, and for someone to play it and not excel at it, someone who didn't read the instruction manual and can't figure out how to do something in the game, that's not entertaining. So it's my job to publicly deride and try to bring down this person because this person has some internet popularity and they don't deserve it. And this has been something that's been ongoing since day one. Now my air conditioner is getting really loud and annoying. I'm about to go punch it in a second if it keeps it up. Basically, there's a group of people who are just so infuriated that I could have ever made it doing stuff on YouTube because I'm not a tournament level player, because I'm not dedicating myself to learn how to play these games at high levels. No, I don't research games before I play them. I literally said at the beginning of the Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough, I've never played this game before. This is one of the games that I skipped during the time period when this was popular. I have no idea how to play it. I'm probably going to suck at it. Like, I prefaced the playthrough saying that. So anyone who listened to that and then went ahead and watched the playthrough and got angry or incensed, oh, he sucks at the game, he's not playing the game right, how dare he insult Kojima, shame on you. You were the one who didn't listen. I warned you ahead of time. You could have said, well, this guy's going to suck at the game, I close the playthrough and I don't watch. But instead, there's these people who just, they like to torture themselves, I guess. I don't know what it is, okay? Now, in regards to, in the past, have I come up against this kind of hate? Absolutely, since day one. Remember, I used to have entire YouTube channels, DSP Cult Leader, what was it, The King of Weight HD, people who used to make these parody channels, and all they were dedicated to me and hating on me, saying that I was an evil person. I was trying to brainwash children into watching my content so that I could make money. I was trying to basically brainwash you, the viewer, and beg for donations. Well, look, take a look now. Years later, I'm actually doing, well financially, making decent money off of doing this YouTube and Twitch thing, and I've actually stopped taking donations. As of the beginning of last year, I said I will no longer take any donations. Do not send me money, because I want to earn my living. So no, I'm not trying to brainwash and have this become some fucking scheme where it's a money-making venture and that's all I care about, okay? And believe me, there are other people who I get compared to all the time, like Tobuscus, like PewDiePie, who are making probably 100 times more than what I make in a year, yet they don't get that kind of derision, alright? Which is kind of ridiculous. Like, they're not in it for the money. Yeah, right, okay? So, that's the bottom line. I've always had this negative association. Oh, how could Phil succeed? Even when I was in the Street Fighter community, people didn't like me. How could that asshole succeed? Look at him. He's not the guy who goes to every tournament and practices for hundreds of hours. Why does he actually get to win at Street Fighter? So here it is again. He doesn't do the same thing as everyone else. He's not this top-level elitist gamer. Why does he get to be successful on YouTube? And this is this mentality, okay? Now, when it comes to this particular video, and it comes to this particular person, I know nothing whatsoever about them. It's like I said, I don't watch other people's videos on YouTube. I'm too busy with my own stuff, and I find that if I got wrapped up in stupid drama wars with everyone else, it would be for the worst. I'd rather just focus on my own stuff. That's the bottom line, okay? So, when it comes to this video, I was aware of it, but I didn't know what it was. At first, I mean, basically it's theft, because this guy blatantly downloaded my videos without my consent, made a montage of gameplay, which is illegal. You can't just download someone's video from YouTube and make your own montage without their permission. And then he was making fun of me during it. And it wasn't like, okay, let's jab a poke here and there at Phil. It was malicious. The video was malicious. It's basically this guy really just saying that I'm a piece of shit, I'm worthless, I don't deserve to be a gamer, I shouldn't be making any money or get any views on YouTube or Twitch. It's a really malicious video. You can tell there's negative intent there. It's not something that's meant to be funny. And the fact that this guy made a 2.5 hour
I'm sorry about that.
Number one, he obviously didn't enjoy
I'm
the
so mad that last night the video was fucked up. That was bullshit. It should have worked.
To actively download these videos illegally and make a montage, okay? A 2.5 hour montage.
Okay. back to this. Now, if I remember correctly, we said that there was no scam. They can't find any evidence, man. Now, here's the meme with this. Here's the thing. In reality, during the Project 7 thing, when he took that money from Patreon, right? And he didn't give us a trailer at all. And if you say, well, that's a scam, DSP would give us the meme. It's not a scam because, like, no one on Patreon, like, complained. No one complained about it. And no one, like, charged back or asked for refunds. Only one guy did. KG! Now, the thing about that is that he did not ask any one of his patrons, hey guys, since I didn't do the thing for Project 7, would anyone be interested in a refund? Please let me know in the comment section on Patreon. You can literally make a post for patrons only and ask them directly, hey, does anyone want a refund? Because you can offer refunds. And then he would also give you the meme of, well, Patreon is not Kickstarter. There's no promises with these goals, which is bullshit because it's kind of up to the discretion of the patron. Sure, you can say it's up to their discretion, but you can still say it's kind of scummy and sleazy to just take the money and not give anything out for that reward. And he didn't even make up for it. Now, of course, he would give us, well, I lowered the goals for the following month. He shouldn't be asking for any goals next month. He should have just done that instead. Because he had a whole month to do something, gave them 0 things, and asked for a little bit of money for the following goal. He should have gave that September goal for free. Like, I even mentioned this in an older video of mine. A very old video, by the way. It's a scam because people gave him money for Project 7, supposedly. He got nothing out of it. He didn't ask for any refunds. He didn't seek anyone if they were interested in it, because I guarantee people who pledge to Patreon might not even know that refunds are possible, because a lot of the digital distribution stuff, it's very hard for refunds to happen sometimes. Sometimes they just tell you straight up, we don't do refunds, etc. So some people might see Patreon as a way, like, yeah, you give money to the creator you want, but you can't get a refund. You can. I mean, there's a refund option on Patreon. I don't know if it was as easy as it is now, back then, what have you. But you can get refunds on Patreon. He didn't even seek a way to see if anyone would want refunds. He didn't do any of that. So, in his mind, he can say to himself and tell us every day that he didn't think it was a scam or that he scammed his viewers. But people can sit there and say that is a scam because that's their opinion of it. I looked at the situation. Yeah, you can tell me all day, every day, DSP, that it's not a scam. I can still say it's sleazy, and it does seem like he handled it badly, and it comes up as a scam. But in DSP's mind, he has to agree with it. If he doesn't agree with it, it's baseless, dude. That makes a lot of sense.
And they'll just bring up the conspiracy theories. They'll bring up the shit that, again, the shit that the detractors say. None of that is true, you know? But this is the thing, that's what I'm saying, like, they won't ever have evidence. They
Thank
won't
you,
ever be able to,
1337, for
here's a video.
refreshing
All
my
that
mind.
video is a detractor saying that I was being bad, and then taking an out-of-reference clip that doesn't actually prove anything.
Oh my god.
But that's their evidence, and in their
taking a clip out of context. What about these other streamers you just mentioned before? He talked about how, oh, there's all these videos of these streamers who do such bad things like racist jokes and all this other stuff. What about them? That might be out of context, Phil. That sounds really unfair. Funny how that works. Oh, these other clips of these other streamers? That must be true. Oh, clips of me? Out of context. Snippets of truth, dude. Okay. Very fair. DSP is very fair.
In their mind, it just becomes this mob mentality. This is true. And it seems like that's what happened on the internet with me. Was it wasn't anything that I 100% ever said or did that completely turned everyone on me. It was that This Is How You Don't Play became popular on YouTube, and it became the popular thing to make fun of me by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
Or to get popularity. And everyone moved along with this move.
Yes, I moved along with it. Look how quickly I moved along with it. Let's go to my classic channel. My channel is really cool. It's not this channel. This channel is a different channel. But we're going to my OG channel, my original, the original Theo Does videos. Going back in time, boys. Going back in time, back in time. Let's see if I can find my playlist. DC draws it. He explains. Character. Oh my god. Where is the playlist? There's the playlist. This was my first video of DSP. A Let's Endure. It's a very hard character to learn. Look how cool the video was now. I talked about my classic methods of making videos. The classic way of doing it. I'll tell you this. This is how I used to do it. This wasn't it. Oh my god. I think it was this one?
There's nothing really concrete there.
Yeah, this one. So the way I did videos, it's something. The way I would do it is I would open QuickTime, have the screen recorder on to record DSP's video. So I would be recording Hate Live, whatever, and I would be using the I don't know what I was doing with that, but I would be recording that, and then I would have a camera to the side, either a flip camera or my iPhone. Was one of those two things was there on a tripod, and I'll be using that as my face cam, and then I'll put those two things in iMovie and try to align them perfectly, which is insane. It's insane how I did it. I don't know why I did it that way. It was special. It was a lot of dumb work, and I'm glad this is behind me now, dude. But what's crazy was that, like, I had a shitty video, the Let's Endure of Skullgirls, that had this issue going on. I don't know why this happened. This was when I was using OBS. I finally got OBS to work, and for some reason I guess I was doing full screen, but I captured it weirdly. And it kept this while the full screen was behind it. I don't know how I managed this. It was a great video. Everyone loved it. 623 people watched this video while this one had 158. You got me. But yeah, this was done in 2015. August 8th, 2015 was when I first started doing videos. The very first video from me was in 2015. And he's telling me that everyone started doing DSP videos in 2013. Okay.
Right?
But that's just me being
I
petty.
have to say it again. There's other streamers who people regularly tell me, oh, I can reference this thing the streamer did that's absolutely ludicrous, over the top. That's why everyone hates that streamer. Okay. But what about me? Oh, well, it's just the usual things. You're a scammer.
My God,
you're this and that.
again?
I'm like, yeah, but where's the evidence? There's no evidence because
I don't
none of
know
it's
who you
fucking
are.
true.
Go to
The things that people hate
voicemail.
me for are untrue. It would be one thing if you say, okay, I'm a scammer, you're this or that. I'm like, yeah, but where's the evidence? There's
Of course, we all need evidence to dislike Phil. It's like a courtroom to dislike him. That's incredibly fucking narcissistic of him, too. He thinks that we have to, like, have factual evidence of why we dislike Phil. But, like, the thing is that, like, we can feel things about people and say, like, we don't like this guy for this reason. I mean, some of the reasons could be bullshit, sure, but, like, again, with the Project 7 thing, people can find that genuinely sleazy and scummy because he took all that money and gave people nothing. But he doesn't see that as... He doesn't want to put himself in the position of someone else. He never wants to do that. It's incredible. It's incredible that he doesn't even want to attempt to try to understand where people are coming from when they have these kind of criticisms of him.
There's no evidence because none of it's fucking true. The things that people hate me for are untrue. It would be one thing if you say, okay, I hate Phil because back in the day he used to do over-the-top sexual references that were sexist, and I feel that that's very immature. Fine, I haven't done that in 3 or 4 years. So
yeah, now he just makes penis jokes and things going up his ass and poop jokes. Only women are sexual. Only women are sexual jokes, not men. Men are not sexual. There's no such thing as sexual men shit, okay?
Now, right? Oh, back in the day he used to do
look at
over-the-top
this.
sexual references that were sexist, and I feel that that's very immature. Fine, I haven't done that in 3 or 4 years. So what's your rationale now? Right? Oh, well, he's a scammer. Well, there's everything that everyone said that I was a scammer was based on the premise that somehow I was lying about money, and I actually had a ton of money, and I was just greedy and I needed more. Well,
of course. Yeah, sure. There were a point when people complained or saying that, oh, he was hoarding a lot of money. He's probably not poor at all, whatever. But then in the same bankruptcy documents he's gonna run to, by the way, the same documents that say that he doesn't have a pet, by the way, the same one where they said that he doesn't have a cat. He's gonna hide behind those documents. Now, the other thing that he doesn't really fucking realize was that it showed a minimal amount of not minimum, but like it showed how much money he makes a year, right? It shows that like he makes like what, like 80,000 a year, whatever the fuck the number is. It's damn near 100,000 a year. We could say that he made that roughly every other year before the debt. Before the debt, he would make roughly that or more. And even during the times before he had this massive debt, before he filed for bankruptcy, he was making that much money. And he's telling us that, well, see, I don't have that much money, man. He makes 100K a year. Who are you fooling? And the debt was incurred on his own behalf. He opened 14 credit cards on his own volition. No one made him do that. And the other thing that people were accusing Phil of was mishandling money. People were saying that he was recklessly spending money, and the fucking bankruptcy proved it. Kinda. He was, and even then, he was lying on that form because he said he didn't have any collectibles. You're telling me he doesn't have any fucking figs in his fucking little nook? And he's telling us that, well, you see in the documents, man. The documents were honest. You told us in the documents you didn't have any collectibles. Guess what, Phil? You do have collectibles. So why should we believe the document in the first place? Like, that's the other thing that's all clown world about it to begin with. Even if you look at the documents, it's complete clown nonsense. He says that he doesn't have any collectibles, and he wants us to believe. He wants us to believe that his furniture shit is $3,000? $3,000. Are you fucking serious? to get the couches and the living room, the TV that's 3D TV, the kitchen to be furnished, all that stuff. You're telling me that's all $3,000? Massive X to doubt. Massive X. There's no way that's $3,000. No way. Yeah, like 3,000 would be like for like a TV. Like that's ridiculous. He paid two. Yeah, but big guy, you don't understand. Everything in the office is exempt, dude. That's protected. It's complete nonsense to even look at the bankruptcy documents to assume that it's even accurate sometimes. Like he has no collectibles. Okay.
Now you've seen my financials. You see how bad, what dire straits I'm in, and then I'm actually in insane debt, and all.
And the thing is that, like, it just shows that the other thing that we were accusing him of was true. That he mishandles money. He spends it out the window. So why would anyone want to give this guy a massive amount of money? He mishandles it all the time. He did not even spend a dime towards the debt. And he's telling us that, oh, I have no money, man. Then how come you're in $500K of debt, buddy? Why did you run opening multiple credit cards? Get the fuck out of here.
Everything that I've said over the years has been true. So what's your rationale now? See what I mean? But this is the thing. Whenever people say they don't like Darkside Phil, they bring up these generalized things. Then you call them out and say, well, what's your evidence or what's your proof of what you're saying? Because it sounds like bullshit. And then they move the goalpost to the next thing, Because
moving goalposts. Now, this is the other thing that's retarded. When you're having a conversation with someone, or an argument, whatever, someone brings up a point, someone brings up that counterpoint, and it goes back and forth. Because that's how discussion works. You give information, someone introduces a new bit of information, you listen to the new bit of information, and you apply it to something else, and it changes your opinion. That's what it is. That's what happens. It's not moving the goalposts, it's conversation. Someone asks, why do you hate Phil? Well, I don't like him because of this. Well, actually, did you hear that this is why this happened? Oh, okay, well, the other reason why I don't like Phil is because of this. Like, that's what people do. Okay.
in reality, these people don't dislike me. In reality, these people like the idea of disliking me. They don't genuinely
Yeah, we all like the idea of hating him. That makes a lot of sense.
hate me. They actually want to be a part of this movement where everyone hates me together so that they can feel like a piece of something that's a big movement.
Oh my god, again with this little like, gay romantic shit with this. Yes, we all long for each other. We all long for other detractors. Oh man, I hope me and 1337, Trigger Happy, Israel, Big Guy, Cyber the Wolf, everyone, I hope all of us mesh together. This is the Human Instrumentality Project, guys. This is what it is. This is what Gendo Ikari was working for. This, he was doing this the whole time. He was thinking of ways to form us all together. This is what it is, guys. Welcome to the Human Instrumentality Project. This is what it is. Congratulations, Phil. Congratulations. This is fucking lame. He put so much thought into this, but when in reality all it is are just people that just make dumb little videos about him. He put so much fucking romance to this. It's sad. Wait, big guy, you got a point. It's the Detractor Instrumentality Project. Thank you, big guy. You made the joke better. Thank you.
The right thing, the cool thing, the funny thing to do to hate on Darkside Phil rather than actually having a legit reason to hate on Darkside Phil. You see? Or else how could you have someone like this kid who was a fan of mine, a genuine fan, years later with no contact with this kid, now he hates me? It's like, what? Does it make any logical sense? Of course not. A logical mind doesn't act like that.
No, this is completely fair to Gamer J Lee. Now imagine if you dislike someone, and this is what you go back to. oh, he's not logical, he's not analytical, he's not a logical mind. That's really gonna win him over, and it's gonna disprove what everyone has said about you, right, Phil? Now, the one thing that everyone's been saying about DSP is that he's an asshole, he treats people like shit, he throws people under the bus. And that's not true, man. But this guy who hates me, he's illogical, man. He's illogical. Yeah, that's gonna show us wrong, Phil. You're right. Amazing.
The logical mind is very analytical. You want evidence. You want proof. You don't believe every conspiracy. You don't jump on every funny viral video to make fun of someone.
Now, this is also makes me think of King Jizz. This guy, King Jizz, was so concerned about DSP's fan base for getting doxxed. He was concerned for them. He was like, "Oh my god, guys, Phil, you have to apologize. You have to do this, man. The trolls are gonna get us, man." He was fucking concerned. And DSP later on says that this guy who gave DSP a lot of money, by the way, that he lost his mind. This guy is insane. And the way he's talking, it really sounds like DSP misses the days of the SOK. Like you listen to this and you could swear he misses them. Well, it's like he's sitting there at night and like he's up late at night, 2 a.m. He has a gold pendant of Fred Fox, and he's like, oh, I missed you, Fred. Where are you, Fred Fox? Where's Freddy boy? Oh my gosh, I miss you, man. Come on, Freddy boy. What's Freddy boy doing? I swear, it's like this guy misses him.
Instead, you give someone the benefit of the doubt. You give them a chance. You actually watch the content for face value.
Why didn't you give Gamer J. Lee a chance? Why did you instantly ban him? Why are you slamming him under the bus immediately? Why don't you give Bad Bunny a second chance? Why don't you give
the life insurance money? Oh man, you talking?
Your fav Greek buddy back. Last week it was Thessaloniki. This week it's Yanina. Where will I be next week? Who will I be next week? Find out next time.
Thank you for the $3 tip, Lonius Mexatas. Thank you. But where's Wings of Redemption's second chance? Where's LTG's second chance? Where's Third Eye's a million chance? He gives all these specific trolls in his chat multiple chances, but he doesn't give Gamer J. Lee a chance. He doesn't give me a second chance. He doesn't give anyone a second chance. But he wants a second chance. Okay, did he give the game developers who did The Surge a second chance? No. Fuck you.
Value. Instead of saying, oh man, Phil said that Kobe Bryant's death is the same as a game save corrupting, you're actually there for the show.
Oh, and then he runs the Kobe Bryant, this piece of shit. I'm sorry, like, if you run the Kobe Bryant to make a point, that's really disgusting. Like, even when Kobe Bryant passed away, people were kind of over it as well. Like, people were like kind of like, okay, we get it, yeah, we get it. Sorry for his passing, etc. But like, DSP fucking brags about talking about his death. I've never seen anyone do this. Who goes out of their way to run to the opportunity to talk about Kobe Bryant's death, to make themselves look better? It's fucking disgusting. Get the fuck out of here.
We had a really honorable discussion about the achievements of Kobe Bryant as a good person and the good things that.
And the thing that's more disgusting, this is completely fake. He never talked about Kobe Bryant at all in the past. He never talked about him. And suddenly, we had an honorable discussion of Kobe Bryant's passing and his achievements, and we lost to a great man to humanity. You never talked about Kobe Bryant when he was alive, and you're going off rattling off his achievements. You never talked about it when he was alive, Phil. And you can tell us that, how great of a person he was. You don't even know who he was. Do you know that he had rape allegations as well? Do you know about that, Phil? What do you think about that? I don't tell you that's fucking detractor me. Okay.
That he's done, and the fact that him passing away in the way that he did so early in his life was an incredible loss to humanity.
What about school shootings, DSP? Why don't they get this kind of attention? Why ain't you talking about how they were taken so soon? What about that? What about why? How come when a school shooting happens, he's like, you know what? It's terrible. Let's not talk about it. But Kobe Bryant, let's all have a moment of silence for him, and let's like focus on his achievements. What about the school shootings, DSP? Isn't that a little bit more depressing, a little bit more serious, and like sad because it's literal kids? No, let's talk about Kobe Bryant.
And never did I ever compare the two as the same thing. But that's what I mean. Like, you actually have...
And the thing that's ironic about this little rant about how he wasn't such a bad guy, talking about Kobe Bryant, blah blah blah, but people can look at this and say that he's using Kobe Bryant's death as a way to shield himself from criticism and make himself look good, and which is also kind of shitty to do in and of itself. So that's cool. Yeah, like it's sad. Like I mean, it's sad. I mean, I'm not gonna just say that it wasn't sad that Kobe Bryant passed away, but it's just it's a sad event. But he runs to it like a horse to water. Like,
have to believe that and not just say, oh no, he just did it. I just believe it because I want to believe the negative about Phil. I don't think there's anything that I ever said or did that actually caused the hate against me. I think it was that viral movement of popularity on YouTube. It became the
yeah, people love being called mentally ill. They need to go to an institute. They need to institutionalize themselves. They need the white coats to come get them. They love it. They love when they say that, and especially when he said that he wants to wring our necks. He did tell us that in a weekend preview back in the day.
Thing to hate Phil, and that's what it always is. It's never Phil keeps doing things to piss people off. It's people just keep fabricating things to make people feel justified in hating Phil because the movement continues, because people continue to get popularity from it. That's all I can think of, though. Like, because again, I'll admit in the past I made many mistakes. All the things I said and did, the racist jokes and insults to game developers and stuff. That hasn't happened in so long.
He fucking oh my god. He slammed fucking Rare for a while, I think, for DK64. I know he fucking... Oh. I remember. So, as you guys may or may not know, I have been rewatching all of DSP's Life is Strange playthroughs. We're just in the middle of Before the Storm. We're watching that. We're watching that hot game, and DSP has been saying these guys should deserve to have a job. They should be writing a story anymore. All this stuff, but he has not done that in so long. He did that in Life is Strange 2 that came out last year, and he's saying that I don't do that anymore. Okay.
I've outright come out and apologized a million times saying, man, I really know that the stuff that I did back then was wrong.
Now this, that he apologized, which is bullshit. He only apologizes when he can make money off of it. Because guess what, guys? Remember during the Neo 2 beta, and he made that funny joke about the two genders, and he made a gender joke, and everyone on social media did not laugh at it, and they actually thought it was like not funny, and it was a little ignorant, and in bad taste, and they just did not like the joke at all. Like it didn't hit at all, and no one laughed at it. Did DSP apologize to people who might identify with different genders, who all that kind of stuff? Did he apologize to them? No, he didn't. He did not apologize. Actually, he told them that they're all bitches, and they need to deal with it because it was a joke. But he doesn't understand how people could see that and say, "Hey, this guy's an asshole. He made a joke. I didn't think it was funny. I said it wasn't funny, and he told me that I'm a bitch." Like, he doesn't think that little response, that reaction he had with that gender joke was in bad taste and was shitty. Like, I wonder if I could just find it on Pig Pig Go, because I think he might even talk about it in fucking, on fucking stream, for all I know. I made a gender joke. I made a joke. Let's see. Oh, was it this?
Like, remember when I did the Neo 2?
Oh!
I don't get into risque shit like that at all, as you know. Every once in a while, I'll make an off-the-cuff silly joke. Like, remember when I did the Neo 2 beta or alpha, and I made a joke that there's only 2 genders in the character creation, and all the idiots on Twitter took me seriously.
Called them idiots. People who didn't find the joke funny and was probably offended by it, or just like, hey man, this joke kind of sucks. He calls them idiots. Why do people hate me? It's bullshit. But he's calling people who didn't like the joke idiots. Okay.
Seriously and freaked out. Like, I was seriously like being a critic of the whole gender situation because they're morons.
Oh my god, I don't think I even remember this little rant. And he's saying that, well, I wasn't criticizing the gender things, so they're morons. But that's even... Honestly, I think that's even worse. I think that's even worse. Because at least if you're using the joke to criticize the people with different genders or whatever, at least you're putting some thought into it and you have something to say. It might be something negative and shit, whatever. But that's at least putting something into it. Than just making a gender joke without even thinking about the repercussions or how people could take it, because that just means you're making an ignorant joke and it benefits no one. It's even worse. Congratulations, DSP, you are an ignorant idiot. Congratulations.
They don't understand that it's a topical observation.
A topical observation.
Joke that's meant to not be taken seriously, but kind of poke at the fact that people are so overly sensitive.
The joke sucked. It didn't come off that way. It just comes off as a fucking boomer making a joke about millennials who identify as different genders. This is fucking stupid. I'm done listening to this. I'm not gonna... I mean, come on. Did he apologize? No, he called them idiots and he doubled down on it. And he has to explain the joke. If you have to explain the joke and all that kind of stuff, and you have to call people idiots for not finding the joke funny, I think the joke isn't funny.
You know? So what else do you want from me? Is it just that you're just never gonna forgive me or believe that I've changed? So basically, it doesn't ever matter if I ever...
Are you gonna ever apologize to Don't Nod for Life is Strange 2? Are you going to apologize to the developers of The Surge? Are you going to try The Surge 3? No. Fuck them.
Prove I'm always fucked, right? How is that fair? How is that giving anyone a real chance? You know what I mean? So
where's my chance?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, that's it? I'm just a laughingstock of the internet forever because you just fucking won't grow up and give me a chance and actually check this stuff out and see that I have changed, that I haven't been lying to you about the horrible things that have been going on in my life behind the scenes because of those trolling and the fucked up things people have done to me over the years. Like, I've been truthful about all of that, but people just don't want to fucking believe it. And I can't make someone believe anything, especially now the facts are in front of their face and people are still saying that I'm a liar. It's like, there's nothing else I can do to prove
Nothing I can do.
You know, everything is out there. Everything is exposed. And, you know, there's no way I'm going to change any of this shit. So, no, I don't ever feel that there's anything that, like, oh my God, it's because Phil did this. This is why the trolls came after him or whatever. No, it's because people found that...
People can literally say that and he'll find a way to weasel out of it. It's like, it got to the point where people kind of stopped caring and stopped responding to it because it's a meme at this point. To even acknowledge it, it's a waste of time because... Arguing with DSP is like arguing with a child. He'll run around circles. He'll argue in circles. He'll just end on either banning you or just saying that you're wrong. Oops.
This viral popularity and being toxic. No, I don't ever feel that there's anything that, like, oh my God, it's because Phil did this. This is why the trolls came after him or whatever. No, It's because people found that there's this viral popularity in being toxic, in being negative, in being drama-filled, and being basically came after him or whatever. No, it's because people found that there's this viral popularity in being toxic.
Yes, I'm very popular right now, guys. I'm very popular on YouTube. I have what? Let's see. According to YouTube, I have 25 concurrent viewers, dude. I'm mega popular. I'm super popular, guys. The stream is popping, dude. It's popping.
In being negative, in being drama-filled, and being
drama-filled.
Basically,
every time I think when he says drama-filled, I think like Phil, like his name, Drama-Phil.
Other people's lives at the expense of a laugh or your own popularity, in being toxic, in being negative, in being drama-filled, and being basically ruining other people's lives at the expense of a laugh or your own popularity on YouTube. People figured this out. I was one of the very first test cases of it. And people don't want to take responsibility for the fact that those viral videos basically made me into a living joke rather than someone who was...
No, I'm not gonna take fucking responsibility for that. It's on you. You responded to us in the way that you did. Like, that's the thing. Like, people can either own the hate and kind of like go with it. Oh, it's an airplane. They can either go with it or they move on. Like, it's so ridiculous that we have to, like, the way he responds to us is why people like clown on him.
Was like the ultimate underdog of game creation content on YouTube, and now my life is fucked permanently because of it. You know, again, not saying I never made any mistakes. Absolutely I did. But you have to acknowledge that people going in there and actively violating the law to impersonate people illegally and get false copyright strikes and destroying my income for 2 fucking years have to somehow contribute to the fact that I'm in the position that I'm in right now.
Some have to contribute, man. It probably contributes like 1% because, as I said before, when... Oh my god. Sorry about that. Oh my god, my videos are shit. But like, when you lose income, you don't open more credit cards. That's your fault. He opened the credit cards. We didn't do that. He did.
Now, yes, I made terrible decisions, but it wasn't 100% me. You know what I mean? Oh my god, look, these guys are in the water. Illagers in the fucking water here. I gotta go around them. But that's the thing. Everyone wants to just, again, going along with the meme. It's all on Phil. Phil's the laughingstock. Phil's the joke. Phil made all the mistakes. Phil did everything. It's fucked up stuff. It's messed up because it's almost like cancel culture before cancel culture existed. You know what I mean? Like, I was the test case for cancel culture.
Wow. Look at this ego. He's the test case for cancel culture. Hey, Phil, if cancel culture even exists, you wouldn't be on fucking Twitch right now. You wouldn't be making money right now if you were canceled, you fucking idiot. But of course, he has to be the little victim. He's the victim, guys.
Let's make Phil the laughingstock of YouTube. Almost overnight. It almost happened overnight because I was hyper popular, and then next thing you know, this is how you don't play hits. And now all of a sudden, within 2 years, I'm a joke, and everyone's making fun of me, and everyone wants to laugh at me and say I'm a villain. And like I said, longtime fans like this kid who I had met at a convention years ago, all of a sudden becomes my biggest hater. It's like, I don't even know.
Gamer J Lee's the biggest hater, guys. That guy, Gamer J Lee, the biggest hater. Now I want to run this by you. You're in DSP's chat, and you're a longtime fan, and he is going off about how this one longtime fan has become a detractor, and he has this big rant about it. Isn't that kind of shitty if you're a longtime fan? How little he thinks of you. He only thinks about you when you leave. He doesn't care about you when you're there. He didn't care about Gamer J Lee when he was around. Didn't talk to him at all when he vanished. And didn't talk to him at all. Didn't make any effort to talk to him at all to try to understand why he doesn't like him anymore. Never. But when you're there and you're a fan of his and you attend the stream, you talk in chat, you get ignored. He doesn't talk to you. He doesn't say hello. He only says hello if you have a nice bid badge next to your name. If you give him a lot of money, he'll say hello to you. But otherwise, if you're a longtime fan and you don't give any money, you're as good as nothing. But once you leave and become a hater, oh, then he'll talk about you. Then he'll bring you up. It's like he wants people to become haters so that they can get recognition for what they do. Oh my god, I'm fucking in the middle of something, dude.
Understand it. You know, what can you do?
What can you do?
Anyway, that's enough of that. No, it was not Spawn Killer took me $1. Was it Airy Lord? No, it was not Airy Lord at all. That's not who I'm referencing. Almighty Dark Piggy took me $5. Was it Airy Lord or Sidella? No, it wasn't those people.
It can't be Sidella. He never met Sidella in person, idiot. He talked to Sidella over Skype, and you could tell that DSP wanted to hang up very quickly, but, you know what I mean?
At all. Junior Mint Cheese said you were impressionable. You were impressionable. Think how Howard Stern and the Ming Ching Chinese rant you made, or the German guy talking about Jews. You're right.
Did you just see what Junior Mint just did? DSP slammed everyone for being impressionable. Oh, these kids are impressionable. Junior Mint said you're impressionable too. And he said you're right.
Back then, you loved Howard Stern. You didn't find that stuff racist or offensive, but now not so much. It's good you're trying to...
Yeah, because he... You're telling me a guy that's not Jewish and white did not get offended about the jokes about turning the ovens on and making ching chong jokes? Amazing. You're incredible. I never would have guessed. But the other thing is that he admitted to stealing jokes. He stole those jokes from Howard Stern. That's not a good thing, dude. Stealing jokes is never the answer, and he stole jokes. That's fucked up, man.
To lead the younger audience away from that horrible humor. I agree with you. Like, that kind of racial humor, back then 10 years ago.
Now look at this. He's like this about racial humor. Oh, I'm not gonna make any racial observations anymore, man. I don't do that anymore. But he does that for genders. He does that to genders. Says that they're idiots for taking it the wrong way or being offended by it. But oh, he won't do that to about race jokes or making jokes about women. No. But genders, fuck them. He can make jokes about them. They have no feelings. Like okay, Phil.
Everything was fair game. No one really got offended by that stuff. Like, you're right. That was Howard Stern-esque comedy, and that's what I was going for. And people loved it. Every once in a while, there'd be someone who would be offended. But it wasn't the majority. The majority of people went with me and loved it. Then all of a sudden, somehow there was a flip, and now people want
there was a flip. People just didn't like the jokes, but of course they all have to be trolls. Obviously.
Reference stuff I did 10 years ago that was popular is like I'm the devil. It's like, what the fuck? Well, people loved it back then. And now all of a sudden I'm evil because I did that stuff in the past. It's like crazy thinking that way, but that's how it is right now.
But it's whatever.
Blue Ball tipped me $2, said, with all the time I've been around your content, I think people don't like your sense of humor. Again, you might be right. If you're
people don't like your sense of humor.
Talking the old school stuff, I can't imagine today, in the modern era, that people find my sense of humor offensive.
They found the genders joke offensive, and remember when people found the joke about the thing he said about how it's more fucked up to make gout jokes than it is to make fun of people's race or whatever the fuck? Like that, people can't find that offensive? Okay. And even then, people can still... Just because your jokes are not offensive doesn't mean that people can't hate your jokes. That makes no fucking sense. That's retarded.
Like, what about my sense of humor today would you find offensive? I almost do nothing offensive at all.
It doesn't mean that people like your... That doesn't mean everyone is gonna love your humor because it's not offensive. They get hated for other reasons. Oh, your humor is stale. It's boring. It sucks. They can still complain about that. But I guarantee if anyone says that, wait a minute. When I made the racial over the top jokes, you hated it now? When I tried to not do that anymore, you hate it now? You can't have both ways, man. So, what can you really do? So, we have to like one or the other. We can't dislike both. We have to like one or the other, dude. It's impossible. Fucking idiot. The world ain't black and white. Nah.
You know, I don't make any kind of.
I mean, the guy who's not into absolutes gives us just absolutes about his content. We either have to like what he does now or hate what he does now, but like what he did in the past or whatever. We can't dislike what he did in the past, and we cannot dislike what he does now. We can't do that. No way. It's insane. People put ultimatums onto him, all that kind of stuff. He shits on that, says that, oh, that's absolutes. I don't believe in absolutes. But when it comes to his content, we have to believe in absolutes. That's so fucking insane. This guy is a lunatic.
References anymore. That was a major change I had to make over time. And I don't know how you could find what I do offensive, quite frankly. What do I do on a daily basis that's offensive? People try to goad me or trick me into saying things that are offensive to get me banned from Twitch, but I don't know what you could be saying I could be doing that's offensive, in 2020. You lost me there. But anyway, continuing on. Cousins Ventures, a great thing for you to do would be stop calling people idiots and morons. You never take the higher road. Well, here's the thing.
Oh, get this. Right? This is great.
People insult me every single day a million times, right? All I do is defend myself. So, if you're saying I shouldn't call him an idiot or a moron, okay, what should I just sue? Say, gee, thanks
for insulting me.
You're really... All I do is defend myself. So, if you're saying I shouldn't call him an idiot or a moron, okay, what should I just sue? Say, gee, thanks for insulting me. You're really mean.
Now look at this. These people, they insult me. What do you want me to do? You could ignore it. If you ignore it, they're gonna move on. Like, you don't have to, respond to it. You could say, oh, thanks for the money, and then just put it in the tips goal or whatever the fuck. You don't have to, fucking, put so much stock into it. That's insane.
And, at least if you strike back, at least it doesn't feel like you're trying to be victim complex constantly.
It makes you a victim. Because it makes you see, oh my god.
I understand if people constantly attack me or whatever. I'm not trying to do a victim complex.
This is a victim complex, DSP. This whole little rant you did is literally you being the victim. This is a victim complex. You have one.
Here or anything. I'm not super thin-skinned Phil where I can't take an insult. But at the same
I'm not thin-skinned where I can't take an insult, dude. You responding to an insult is you being thin-skinned. Thick-skinned people is you walking away from the joke, from the insults. That's what it means. This guy must have had the most fucked up childhood. Back when he was a kid, he learned that a rainy day fund is to spend money during rainy days, to throw money out the window pretty much. And now that being thick-skinned is insulting everyone immediately. What the fuck?
Same time, I should have the right to defend myself. So I don't know why you think that if someone outright insults me, why
it's pretty much for troll tips.
Call them exactly what they are. Are we really in this pussy ass society?
Phil, I think that's a little sexist. You're using the word pussy in a derogatory way, like it's a negative. Like you're having a negative connotation on pussy. I think you should change that and not say that at all anymore. That's very misogynistic of you, DSP. How dare you?
In 2020, that you can't even just rationally defend yourself from this kind of behavior? I don't think so. I'd at least like to believe not so, that maybe, we're better than that,
Of course, we have to be better than that to just... Yes, okay, it's more rational and all that to respond to insults than just ignore them. Remember when but while every day in this pre-stream he tells us, don't talk about the trolls in my chat, don't mention that they're streaming, I don't care if you address them, they're gonna, that gives them more power. But now we can call them idiots and all that stuff, which is addressing them. This guy is a lunatic. This guy's an idiot. This guy has no idea what words mean, or how to handle anything. This guy is retarded. This is dumb.
Sambuca cheered. He said, "You're going to be the best old man someday. Kids better get off my lawn." And PW Dubs, Timmy Dollars says, "Are you okay? Stress isn't good for you." I'm fine. Whenever.
This is the new "you mad?" When when someone goes through a rant and you tell them, "Wow, man, you mad?" and the guy responds like, "Oh my god, man," And what can you say to that? What can you say when someone says, "You mad?" I'm not mad. Like, come on. Like, it's such a lame bait, but it works on DSP all the time.
Talk about a subject matter like this, people tend to be like, "Oh God, Phil, oh you're so agitated tonight" or whatever. I'm actually not agitated at all. I'm far more agitated that we just spent 2 hours looking for a fucking turtle that we can't find and doesn't seem to exist than I am that, you know, we talked about some negative stuff tonight. I'm way more agitated. I wanted to get this going. Last week we had insane luck with the amount of stuff that we got done, and this week we literally didn't do a single fucking thing. This sucks. Yeah, I guess this is kind of the way it goes with Minecraft.
No, this is incredibly dumb because he does Minecraft. Normally, what I'd assume people do when they play this game is that, hey, this thing that I'm trying to find is RNG, it's not consistent, so I'll do something else in the meantime, and if I find the turtle, that's great, I'll do what I need to do, but I'm going to do this other thing so I get other stuff accomplished. But DSP has such a one-track mind. He has to do all his objectives in order. He can't do things at the same time. That's impossible. He can't do more than one thing. He can't multitask. That's impossible for him. Impossible. He can't do it. He can't handle it. Too much things going on, man.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But at this point, I don't know how to win because I don't know how to find a turtle. Cousin Sven, that's your opinion. He says sometimes he feels that I call people names that they don't deserve it. I wouldn't actively do that. I don't go out of my way to just insult people for no reason. The only time that I insult people is if they insult me or they're basically trying to get me to get in trouble or bring up stuff that they know is insulting to me. And that's why they're doing it, you know? So maybe you don't even realize it a lot of the time. But a lot of the time that's why.
Now look how petty this is. He keeps track of all these detractor memes just so he can call them idiots and all that stuff. And he doesn't realize that maybe these people are doing this such specific way to get attention so that he could have like out of context clips.
Out of nowhere, like what are they talking about that for with Phil? That's why. Because they're trying to insult me, you know what I mean? So please understand that too. I seriously just don't go out of my way to start insulting people on a stream or whatever. Why would I do that? I want to have a fun and positive stream, you know?
Okay. Oh. I think that's it for this stream. I don't think there's anything else that is worth talking about right now, at least. Yeah. Think that's it. Alright. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know why I keep saying this. Close that. Get this out of here. Thank you for watching. Big ups, Asuka. Yeah, she made it, dude. She made it here, man. What is this?
This may be hard to hear, since you don't know how to be sincere, like you really care about what people think. And so that's why you lip sync all the time about your politics, your taste in music, your lip sync all the time.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know what I was expecting with that. But big ups. I shouldn't be allowed to listen to music, okay. Great. Well, anyways, thank you for watching this stream of me covering this Minecraft rant. I've been wanting to. I swear I did a video of it, and the audio was fucked up somehow. So I'm glad it did not fuck up this time around. Thank you for watching. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a gameplay stream today. If I do, I'll let you guys know on my Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. It's Theo Does Art. I also have a Discord. It should be in the link in the description below for the Discord. I'll post a alert video if I do a gameplay stream today. If not, tomorrow. So we're gonna end the stream. Let's look at the winners. Who won? Who's the winner? Who is the loser? Let's see. It looks like Bloodborne won by the majority. So Bloodborne won, so I'll be doing that. Yakuza got 0 votes, wow. And Neo 2 got 2nd place, and in 3rd place is Persona 3. So I will go in order of that. So tomorrow I'll do Bloodborne, then Neo, then Persona 3. If Neo lost, I was unsubbing. No, it's refill. Don't stop. Don't sub, dude. I'm still gonna play it, man. But thank you for coming out. I can no longer vote on the poll. Wait, well, let's say the winner. If I say complete. No. Oh, okay, it does say that. Okay, Bloodborne was the most. So don't worry, I'll play Neo 2. I kind of want to get back into that as well. And Sekiro a little bit, but I suck at Sekiro, so it is what it is. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this stream of this. Hopefully that's all I need to say. It is what it is, but thank you for watching. And again, thank you to 1337 for the $2.50 tip. Thank you, Jonius Mixatas for the $3 tip. And thank you guys for coming out. Big Guy was here in chat. Ezra Fell was here. Trigger was here. YSR was here. Everyone was here. The gang was all here. Bun ups. Alright, everyone. That's it for me. I'll see you guys